All right, hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning into our channel. Make sure that if you like our content, if you like our channel, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. We're going to talk about Bitcoin today. Is it really a bear market, or is it a pullback, or where we're going from here? All right. So let's get to it. Isa, welcome, and let's talk about it.
All right, thank you, Juliano. So today we're going to be talking a lot about Bitcoin and where it's going. So what I do see right now is Bitcoin has been getting ready to do a death cross right here. So you've got the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average in blue. So when these do cross, it creates quite a bearish condition. And what I'd like to do is go back to the past 10 years or so and see where this has taken us. So right here, once this does cross down, I predict that it will go down quite a bit. Let me show you guys why. So if we head back to 2013, right here, you can see the spikes and the dips over here. I have to zoom in a little bit more. So right here we see a huge spike right here, and then when it did have the cross down, it dropped 75% from the high of the peak right here, which was only about $250. And then after that, it actually spiked up, Giuliano, close to 1,200%. So once it did that 1,200%, it went down again, and it did this cross right here where it went down 80% roughly until the next one. And then once it does that, it goes into a huge bullish move, which went up almost 7,000 or 8,000% right here. And this is where Bitcoin got extremely bullish and people started to really notice what Bitcoin was doing. So this was 2017, 2018, the end of the run right here. And you can see where it did that cross again, and it dropped down the 80% that we're talking about, just like last time. So after that 80% drop, we saw another 1,300% rise. And after this huge rise, we're going to see the same thing play out, which I think the death cross right here, the 50-day moving average crossing below the 200-day, is going to lead us into another 80% drop from the peak. So from that peak to the drop would be about 14,000 or so. Previous support was around 20, so I think that's probably where we're going to land. And after that does happen, I'm seeing a bullish move, which is going to take us back from about 15 to 20 to, I'd say this leads a path to 100,000 because that's only a 581% move. So I'm going a little bit conservative. Usually this would range from anywhere over 1,000 to a couple thousand%. So that's what I'm seeing. It's probably going to take some time. I'd say the next year, maybe 2 years even, but I'd say we're heading up.
No, I like this analysis, Isa. That's a perfect way to talk about Bitcoin, what has happened in the past and what could happen right now. If you don't know, for all the viewers out there, Isa is talking about the death cross. A lot of people also refer to as the golden cross, when the 50-day moving average crosses below the 200-day moving average, or vice versa, right? So when the moving average crosses below, we're going to a bear market, and when it crosses the 50-day crosses above the 200-day moving average, we are in a bull market, right? Or we are in an uptrend. So Bitcoin is getting really close over here. There was a lot of excitement. So there was a peak. Now, as you can see, we're getting close to the death cross or golden cross. And previously, we had a head and shoulders. Usually, a head and shoulders is a sign of a peak, right? So there has been a lot of whales, a lot of institution that has dumped, a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of cryptocurrency in the market with the formation that has just happened. So are we going to see the same? Is past going to repeat itself? It has repeated the last 3 times. Are we going to see that for the 4th time in a row? I think that there is very likely here, because we have gone to such a huge consolidation, then a spike to the upside. There was so much excitement about the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin that took it to, highs that we haven't seen before in such a short period of time. So it's really good time now for a drop, a consolidation, and the next big move up. What do you think, Isa?
Yeah, I think that's spot on. And that drop, it will look scary to people in the current time, but in the big picture, it's just going to lead you to higher highs. So currently bearish, but long term bullish on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I completely agree. And on the past, one thing that's very good to note, guys, is that on the past 3 years, the three halving that we have had, every halving is every 4 years for Bitcoin, right? The end of each year was when Bitcoin hit its all-time high, towards the end of 2017 to 2013 and so on. And 2021 is the halving that's having right now. And people were predicting for Bitcoin to do the same. Is it going to hit, 100,000 or 300,000 by the end of 2021? I'm a little skeptical about that. I know price needs to prove us wrong or needs to prove me wrong, but I don't think that it's likely that by the end of this year we're going to hit 100,000. But it could take maybe 1 year or a little bit longer, but we will hit that price. Isa,
Yeah.
final thoughts for the day.
Oh, just really excited about the future of Bitcoin and where it's heading. Right now, just be careful, put your stop loss in and play it like it is with the bear market.
Perfect. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and make sure that you subscribe and give us a comments and thumbs up. If you like our content, that's a good way to support our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.